What it do, man? It's your boy, your host with the most, your boy Dub Q, and I would like to welcome you to the Black Cat Panther podcast, man. Look, if you haven't already, please come on in, wipe your feet off on the mat, like, subscribe to the channel. You already know what time it is, man. Look, this has been one that we have been waiting on for a little while. The expectations for the Carolina Panthers and Bryce Young in year one. So make sure you come on in, wipe your feet on off. We're gonna get into it as we do. Year one, the expectations for Bryce Young. We've seen a lot, or a bevy of quarterbacks come out. You've seen Cam Newton's rookie year. You've seen the expectations there. You've seen, let's see who we had. Patrick Mahomes. We've seen Justin Herbert. To me, the litmus test for Bryce Young in year one should be Justin Herbert. And I'll tell you why. Let's take a look at it. In Justin Herbert's rookie campaign, which was the 2020 year, the 2020 season, he put up 4,336 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, with a 62.6 quarterback rating. Now, I ask you right now, with a revamped offensive line, the weapons that we have, along with this coaching staff that is superior to what Justin Herbert has, Adam Thielen, Jonathan Mingo, Terrence Marshall Jr., DJ Chark, Miles Sanders, Hayden Hurst, weapons, a great offensive line. Do you think Bryce Young can come out and set the standard for a young rookie? I believe that, given what we know, based off what we've seen from different guys, and the way that they're going to use Bryce Young, potentially spells for him to have close to 4,000 yards in his rookie campaign. It is very much so obtainable and very much so a positive way to outlook for your team. I believe that if Bryce Young can come out, like I said, hit Hayden Hurst, they have some kind of connection. And, well, let's break it down. Say out of anyone out of this wide receiver room was to have 1,000 yards, who would you think it would be? You think it would be Terrence Marshall Jr., Jonathan Mingo? Do you think it's going to be Adam Thielen, DJ Chark, or Hayden Hurst? Me, potentially, I think that DJ Chark might be the number one receiver, because looking at him in camp right now, looking at the way how he is positively affecting this field, he may come out and have potentially close to 1,000 yards this year, because he's been, producing in practice to this point, but it is practice. But this guy's had 1,000 yards before. Make no mistake, the campaign, he has done it. Shout out to the Lions for letting him go, because, like I said, injury played a role in us getting him. But with that being said, having a guy like DJ Chark, who could potentially go out and get you 1,000 this year, let's say he get 1,000. Let's say Thielen comes out, let's give Thielen around 8. Let's give him 800 to 850, somewhere up in there, somewhere in that area. So you got one receiver in DJ Chark with 1,000. You got 850 for Thielen, because, like I said, he's going to be in the slot doing all the cleanup stuff. Potentially, Terrence Marshall Jr. could come out. He could potentially get close to 1,000. But I'm going to give him on this one. Let's say Terrence Marshall Jr. comes out and give you 800 yards. That's Terrence Marshall. Now let's say Jonathan Mingo in his first year as a rookie comes out and gives you 500. I know that's lowballing them. But what I'm doing right here is not setting the expectations too high for him. So what I want to do is create a good landing pad for him, because I don't want him to fly. I don't want him to fall too hard. Right now, your quarterback, without anybody else being factored in right now, is at 3,150 yards. It's not bad. That's respectable. So let's add in a guy like 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐿 Shenault. Let's say 𝐦𝐿 has 200 to 300 yards. I'm going to put him at 300, potentially receiving, because a lot of stuff he's going to be doing is gadget stuff, misdirection, a lot of screens, a lot of different stuff that you're going to see that potentially, out the backfield versus him catching passes. But we give him 300 yards to say, okay, he could be potentially a weapon here. That's 3,400. Now, let's add a guy like Hayden Hurst to it. Hayden Hurst as a tight end, I fully expect him to come out and have about 700 yards receiving this season. 700 yards, and I fully expect about 100 to 200 to Miles Sanders. So if you give Miles Sanders 100 or 2, you're looking at 4,250 yards for Bryce Young. That's not bad. That's not bad. And you see how I just broke it down. 4,250 yards, I believe I said. Let me look at that. Yeah, 4,250. And that's just off of me estimating what potential players around him would get. So with that being said, you want to create a safe landing spot for Bryce Young, and those are safe numbers, me bidding around. Because like I said, DJ Chark could potentially eclipse 1,000. I mean, looking at him in camp and all that, this guy is looking like he's coming into his own. Terrence Marshall Jr. staying at the practice to make everything, look stronger, healthier, getting time in with Bryce. He looks like he's going to be there for a full season. He could be close to 1,000 yards himself. Adam Thielen, the over the middle of the slot guy that could clean up, I potentially think he's going to have 700 to 800 yards in that little area. You're not asking him to do too much. Then you still got Mango, where I didn't even give Mango a high number. I gave him 500 as a rookie. That's about where I think he should start off at. Being that he is number 3, number 4 on the depth chart. Then you got somebody like 𝐦𝐿, who is just a gadget guy, going to come in and give you, a breath of fresh air or a burst here and there. But that's another guy, like I said, potentially you got to watch out for. 200 to 300 yards. I know a lot of you are screaming, nah, he going to have more than that. I'm being safe with the numbers right now. So for the ceiling, this is ceiling numbers. Ceiling and floor numbers, I'm sorry. Floor is 4,250. And I think that's pretty darn great for a rookie that could come in Carolina and really change the culture. I mean, look, the litmus test was, like I said, Justin Herbert with 4,336 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. Now, if Bryce is as smart as we expect him to be, I think he shall be just as efficient as Justin Herbert. So, there's nothing that tells me that he can't come out and have these similar type of numbers in his rookie year. Now, if we get this from Bryce Young, watch out, because this right here will be the start of a great history in Carolina. And you might as well get your books out, because we have ourselves a quarterback. So make no mistake about it. If you like everything you're hearing in this video, the expectations for Bryce Young has just been laid. We laid it out 4,250 yards. We laid it out how each receiver that's going to receive it. Touchdown wise, I think he'll have about 30 touchdowns. And I think he'll have about maybe 7 to 10 interceptions. Some way similar to what you see from Justin Herbert. So I think he's going to have a similar year. So anybody who watching this video, man, if you think I'm wrong, man, let me know. Comment down below in the section. Make sure also you don't miss it. We are scheduling our meet and greet. So please, the link for it will be in the community. Show that love. This has been your boy 𝐥𝐢𝐤, and I would like to welcome you guys to the Black Cat Panther Podcast.